You drop a voice message in Telegram, and your personal assistant replies instantly. No freezing, no, please clarify your request nonsense. It just gets it done. Ask a question? It answers. Want it to remember something? It will. All with your voice, super fast. It's like the perfect conversation partner, without the unwanted opinions. This automation is beginner-friendly, so it's 100% worth watching till the end. If you're curious how it works, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and grab the full workflow in my free Discord. Links in the description. Let's dive in.
AI agents are software programs that autonomously perform tasks by interacting with their environment, processing data, and making decisions using predefined rules or machine learning models.
At first, I wanted to set everything up using the on-message option in the Telegram node, but I ran into this error, and it kept happening even after creating a new account. So, I've got a solution for you. If you're not getting this error, it's actually better to start with a Telegram trigger node as your first step. Our agent is going to grab context from another workflow, so let's break down what's going on here. We've got an executed node. It sends all the incoming data straight to the agent, and then the agent processes it from there. And since I can't connect directly to the Telegram node, I'm using a simple workaround, making a request to the Telegram API to get all the messages that were sent to my bot. I'll include all the URLs you need in this video, so don't worry. You just make a GET request to that URL, and you get all the messages people sent to your bot. Next, we need to get the ID of the latest voice message. I wrote this little piece of code that helps you grab that ID easily. Feel free to pause the video here or grab the ready-made workflow in the Discord. Once we have the message ID, the next step is to get the path to the actual audio file. We do this with an HTTP request. In the end, we'll get a URL that lets us download the voice message. Next, we need to get the full audio file as binary data, so later we can convert it to text using any speech-to-text API. In the response, we have to specify the file and set the data as the output from the previous node. In the end, we get a direct download link to the file. The next node will convert the voice message into text, so our chatbot can understand what's being said and respond properly. In my case, I'm using the 11 Labs API, but you can use any other service you like. Just click Create API Key, choose what you want to allow access to, like voice to text or text to speech, and hit Create. Then use that API key to set up credentials for your node. Next, we need to extract just the text that 11 Labs sent us. That's the text we'll pass to our AI agent. Now we can use the agent with the input coming straight from Telegram. I'm using a manually triggered here for testing, but you can set it up however you want, on new messages, on a schedule, whatever works for you. Here we've got the AI agent. It takes the voice message as input and sends us a reply. Later in the video, we'll tweak the workflow a bit so it can send not just text replies, but even voice messages too. So stick around till the end. I'll show you everything. In this node, we give the agent its instructions, what it should do. You can put whatever you need here and pass input data from another workflow. Here, the input is passed as text. Next, we need to connect a model to it. And since not everyone has paid APIs, you can use OpenRouter with free models, like we talked about in previous videos. Next up is memory. Use whichever one you like. For this demo, I'm sticking with simple memory. In the Tools section, we need to connect our other workflow where we'll get the data from. You can do this simply by using the Call Workflow tool. Inside, you need to select the workflow that the tool will call and set the input to text. Also, let the model decide the parameters automatically. Here, I have a code node that cleans up any mess in the text the agent sends, but honestly, we probably won't need it here. So, we can just send the received message to Telegram, but we need to tweak the data a bit first. In the end, we'll get a text message sent back to the same bot, but we can also make the agent send voice messages. To do that, we need to connect the 11 Labs API so it can turn the message into speech. Here, just pick any voice you like and drop in the text you want it to speak. But to save tokens, we can set it up so that if the message is longer than a certain number of characters, we just get a text response. And if it's shorter, then we get a voice message instead. For example, we can set it so that if the response is shorter than 100 characters, we send it as a voice message. Otherwise, we just send it as a text message. Connect your credentials, and for the text input, just use the output. Let's increase the character limit. Now it'll generate a voice message. We test it and we get the audio file. Now we just need to send it to our Telegram bot. Let's delete this node. Here, let's choose to send an audio file. Add the chat ID and check the box. Now it sends us a voice message in reply.
AI agents are software programs that autonomously perform tasks by interacting with their environment, processing data, and making decisions using predefined rules or machine learning models.
Let's change the if condition again and test it. So, in the end, we got a text message because of our if condition. You can play around with it yourself and set it up however works best for you. And hey, if this video was helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. Not many people watch my long videos, so this way I'll know if it's even worth making more. Though honestly, right now, I'm not so sure.